Greetings, bunnies and pickets, this is the Watchful Pony here, and welcome back to Watchful's Watchings. And for today's episode, looks like we're getting an episode centered around Rarity and Sweetie Belle. Something that I wholeheartedly welcome because these two are probably my favorite character duo out of the entire series. They're similar yet different, they can fight a lot but at the same time they still love each other at the end of the day. It's a character dynamic I really like to see. Unfortunately, I think this episode may have not done the best work with it. For the record, I don't think the episode's terrible or a dud. I don't think we've had a dud this season just yet. It's just that, well, I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's start at the beginning. This is Forever Philly.
May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young.
Our story begins in Rarity's boutique in Canterlot. Huh, interesting. As Rarity and her assistant is getting ready for the summer season, Rarity starts looking over old photos, and she realizes she's been missing out on time with Sweetie Belle. She's been so busy setting up her new store and going on adventures, she hasn't had quality time with her sister and is missing out. You know, that's actually a very nice continuity nod. I mean, we really haven't seen Sweetie Belle and Rarity interact in quite some time. And so Rarity's assistant decides that she's gonna watch the store so that she can hang out with Sweetie Belle. Meanwhile, the CMC are actually doing CMC work. Very nice. See, you don't have to have a whole episode dedicated to their CMCing, just have them do it in the background, or the foreground, or in this case right up front. You don't have to focus on it, but some indication would be nice. Glad to see they're getting the Starlight Glimmer treatment. Anyway, they help a kid find out that his special purpose is sculpting, and we see a whole collage of different pictures of people that they've helped. And then they start to help out okay, I'm gonna be honest, this pony's name's a little hard to remember, so I'm just gonna call her Dog Pony. So Dog Pony comes to the CMC, saying that her dog doesn't seem to love her as much as she used to. Why is this a Cutie Mark Crusader problem? Because apparently her Cutie Mark is tied to her dog. I know I shouldn't bring cruel reality into this, but what's gonna happen when the dog goes away? No, seriously, it's one thing to have a Cutie Mark tied around a profession or food or something like that, but to a dog? I hate to break it to you, but I'm pretty sure ponies live longer than dogs, or at the very least at the same time. What's gonna happen to a Cutie Mark when the dog dies? Is it just gonna go over to the next dog, or is it just gonna disappear altogether? Yeah, I know I'm probably looking into this way too deep, but trust me, this is the least of the episode's problems. And she treats all of the CMC's business like savvy, like it's just some kids playing games. Yeah, don't worry, we'll get to it, just hang on. Of course, Sweetie Belle wants to handle the emergency first, but Applebloom and Scootaloo say that they can handle it, so Sweetie Belle can go spend time with her sister. And as expected, Rarity takes Sweetie Belle to a bunch of kitty stuff. AKA stuff she liked when she was a child, but not so much now. And this is where my criticisms with the episode start piling up pretty quickly. For one thing, the episode's pretty predictable, honestly. Now again, I can forgive predictability as long as the episode's entertaining or funny, and unfortunately, I don't think it's funny enough to justify it. For the record, it's not like the episode is devoid of laughter altogether or unfunny, but again, not enough to justify the episode's predictability. Then of course, there's also the moment with the puppy where the dog pony does not even realize what the problem is. Look, I know you're kids, but no one is this stupid. There's no excuse for you to not realize what the problem is. As a side note, what's with the running gag of making the children in the show stupid? First the CMC and the showstoppers, then Snips and Snails, and now this. But yeah, seriously, can you not tell that your dog is getting bigger? But I think the creme de la creme of the problems I have with this whole episode are when Sweetie Belle snaps at Rarity. Oh no, I don't have a problem with that scene in particular. Honestly, I think it feels good that Sweetie Belle finally stands up to Rarity and tells her what the fuck she needs to hear. No, my problem is immediately afterwards when Rarity blames Sweetie Belle. Really? Okay, maybe I'm just overreacting, but that really rubs me the wrong way that Rarity is doing that. You're blaming Sweetie Belle for your overly possessive behavior. I don't care what your justification is, that's still bullcrap. Again, I know I'm probably just overreacting, but it's just my opinion, guys. Please don't take it too seriously. For one thing, I actually do like that they're subtly addressing Sweetie Belle's age. We really haven't seen the CMC grow in any way, shape, and form besides their cutie marks. Hell, the first time I watched this episode, I actually was kinda shocked that she ordered a salad, but then I realized, wait, Sweetie Belle is growing up actually. So I do like that the episode uses Rarity as sort of a surrogate to parallel your feelings towards Sweetie Belle growing up. It still doesn't justify her snapping at Sweetie Belle, but I'll take what I can get. Now with that little rant out of the way, you probably think I hate this episode. And again, no I don't. I don't think this is the first dud of the season. Why is that exactly? Because honestly, and no joke here, the ending and the moral are so good, it counteracts all the bad. I know that sounds really bizarre, but it's honestly true. I honestly believe this moral is really freaking good, and even with the wonky storytelling of having the dog Philly be completely oblivious to this, it's still executed very well. Not to mention the moral itself is one of the few, dare I say only morals, that is directly aimed at adults, not children. No, sure, any adult could listen to a child's moral and still learn something from it, but this is the first one that's actually aimed directly at adults because let's face it, children aren't gonna understand this moral. Children aren't gonna understand a moral about growing up and growing out but still bonding. They have not been beaten down by the cruel horrible mistress that is life to understand that yet. And then when Rarity realizes the moral, it actually leads to a very sweet moment, and I honestly kinda forgive her for my early harshness. Although maybe her very hilariously stopping a ship before it can happen also kinda helped a little. But honestly, yeah, the ending moral is so sweet and so genuine. I wanted this to be the episode we got. I wanted Sisterhooves Social 2.0, but instead I kinda got a lot of problems with an ending that's very sweet and with a genuinely great moral. Honestly, this is why I'm kinda conflicted on the episode. Is it good? Is it bad? Honestly, I think it's a little bit of both. It's kind of average at the end of the day. There are some pretty bad moments, but the good stuff's so good it kinda counteracts the bad moments. And unfortunately, there's not enough good moments to lead it into good, but then all the bad moments are counteracted, so there's no bad to it either. So ultimately, I think the episode's average. So yeah, sorry, no real big analysis or big revelation, but yeah, I think the episode's average. I'd give it a 3 out of 6. It has its fair share of problems for me, but honestly, the good moments are so good it counteracts it. Hence why I don't consider it a dud, to be honest. But hopefully next time we'll have a much better episode on our hands. So until next time, I'm the Watchful Pony, and this is Why Brony. I'll see you guys next time.
So what, we get drunk, so what, we smoke weed, sing it, we're just having fun, I can't hear you, we don't care who sees, what you say, so what, we go